And we are officially now we're officially live. Yeah, good evening, everybody, or morning or afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. First of all, I want to say sorry if I sound a little bit raspy. I'm recovering from a cold. Nothing major. I'm good, and I have two great people with me here. On what would be my right, Dom. How are you
Hey,
doing, Dom?
I'm doing all right. Just got home from a LARP event I barely participated in.
I'll ask you more about that
Yeah,
on
yeah.
our decompression after the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
And under me is the GM. We got Conway.
Hello.
Yeah.
Jamie says they've never played before. I don't think most of us have played. At least not I
That's
and
true.
Dom, so we'll see.
Yep.
Excited. I'm gonna give time to Conway. You take the lead, and I'm good.
The road stretches ahead. On either side, banks of salty marsh water. The once peaceful hills and plains of England give way to the marshes that separate the two kingdoms. The air smells of salt. The sea spray hits the rocks and goes up into the sky. And all around are marshy terrain and different hills. In the distance to the north lay mountains, and it is already known that these are not of the kingdom that they belong to. The road stretches ahead, and in the distance, smoke rises up, indicating civilization.
Walking. I have a short axe latched onto my belt. I'm resting my hand on top of its head. A very large mastiff walking beside me. I wipe my forehead with some sweat, stretching the muddy dirt.
Walking beside Augustus, I wield, strapped to my body, my royal shield, emblazoned with the crest of the divine egg. I take off my spectacles for a moment and look around, stressing my eyes.
The humidity, little droplets of water form on the spectacles.
Have you ever been to these spots?
If I did, I don't remember.
Frown, look at you. The tips of my hair getting glued onto my forehead. What do you mean you don't remember?
It was before the time I was in the before my new life began. I was very small. You understand? Wandered a bit, but
I see. I see. Also, can wiping my forehead.
Approaching
So,
down the road, a wagon half sunk into the mud, a place where the marshes entered into the road and dragged it back into itself. A man trying to wrangle the wheel off of the mud.
I raise a hand. Well, Matt.
Jumpy suddenly from Hunchback, he shoots up and looks towards you. Oh, good heavens! He waves over.
Is that your carriage? I'm keep my pace, walking to approach him.
Ah, it is indeed, my good man. He pulls on the lead of a donkey that is pull the cart along. And who might you be? He lets go and approaches with his hand.
sneering, I join behind Augustus.
I flick my cape off my arm and extend my hand, grasps his.
Quick, strong
You-
handshake.
You may refer to me as Brother Augustus. I'm here
Hi,
in the name of the church.
Oh, it is good to have someone with the church. He looks at you, sees very nice, middle-aged man. I am just a humble merchant, good sir of the church. But it is good that a man of clergy is approaching Addermarsh.
I cast a look behind me at Tobias.
It's great. No one better. What ails you? What's going on here? You stuck?
I am sorry if I do not have the hospitality of those that live more to the south. Times are hard in the marshes. For a moment, my heart skipped a beat, as if you were hillman of the north. Was not the case. He clears his brow.
One should be so lucky.
Hard times make strong men. I flick off my cape to expose my arms. Let me aid you. Tobias.
Yes.
Oh, surely you wouldn't want your fine clerical robes getting dirty with mud. I'll manage, I think.
My robes will get dirty by the time we're done here. Don't worry with that.
If you insist. He puts one foot on the cart, leans in, grabs one shovel for himself. All he has is a hoe. Hands it to you. Help me lift this up.
I set it up as a lever.
He sort of leans in closer to you. Eyes. Oh, your friend. If you don't mind me asking, he says, his voice low.
He's I speak loud enough. A conscript of sorts. Tobias, I demand your help.
All right. Of the alchemical variety or manual?
Manual shall suffice.
Do you have a third shovel, sir?
You can have mine. I'll get up.
No doubt you're tired. Hand it here.
I'll see if I can get old Baron over here to pull it along. He grabs the rope by the donkey's face. Donkey.
I start applying
Easy arms check. Oh,
I
it's
managed to
proper stuck in
leverage.
there, huh?
Well, I'm afraid you have to go back to the village and get more help then.
I'll have to do that, yes. Just afraid of leaving my things here.
You fool. What did you... This is one deep hole.
The cobbled roads gave way as soon as the wheel passed over them. This was built by the Romans, good sir, millennia ago.
I see. Well, things will work out, I believe. I raise a hand. Before you go, what can you tell me of Addermarsh?
Well, I'm heading that way myself. Much need of some of the provisions.
Oh, so you're not a local?
No, sir, I'm a merchant. I don't really have a home. He puts his hand forth. Name is Arthur. I should have said it earlier.
Extend one second and clasps his. Arthur. Very well.
Is this your first time in Addermarsh, sir?
I nod confidently.
Let the Father be with us. He unlatches the donkeys and at least take it with himself.
You may accompany us if you wish, since we're going to the same destination. I look back the road we came. I have not seen anyone else. I wouldn't be afraid of someone stealing your cart.
Yes.
I
I fear
will
more
break
that the
the
Northmen
bonds.
might strike us than raid your cart at this rate, or from this distance.
I don't know what I'm going to do. It's fine. We'll continue on our way.
Well, I whistle to the dog. Very well then. Let's go.
Quick pause, hitting the grass, then finally on the road. Dog was off. All went. All right.
That person in silence.
Oh,
Silent.
there are some bad tales about Addermarsh. For the way of most places. The eyes of even God, some say. You don't believe these old tales, do you, Father?
Well, their old tales are very common. Some are based on, I took my head, more believable incidents than others. What have you heard?
Oh, this is long before my time. My father, you see, he used to bring things up to the north. You can always get wine in the south, trade it, get salt from the north, and go back and forth. That's what I do. He told me that there once were 3 churches, none of them to the right God, you see.
I give a long nod. Well, it was the custom way back before.
Old history grounds, these are. I'm afraid of stepping each nook and cranny.
And no doubt you might stumble into one of the titular snakes.
We had a saint not long before try to drive out the snakes. I don't think it worked though. Still, he points over yonder. Those there are the knuckles. The only hills that you'll find that are a respite of these awful marches. But there's an old bee there. But they stay far away from the village. Holy ground up there, where the saint I talked about came from. I don't remember his name. The nuns, they don't come down here. Painted. So
Now you wipe the hair off my forehead.
It's curious. I wonder what actions the saint attempted. If I want to just point to your paranoia of heathen gods afflicting Addermarsh, but if a saint failed to get rid of the snakes, there might be more to it.
Frown looking at Tobias.
Father and the mother know what they do. It was their wish that this saint did not find as much success as he would have hoped, I suppose.
Well,
Hope you are right.
the thorns of the land are there as a reminder that it's not only through faith, but toil that we prosper.
Sorry, Father Augustus. Never mind. Good try.
You may speak, son.
You do not sound like you are from here.
Down south, the capital.
Really far south.
It's been a long journey. I wish to let my poor boy, I scratch my mastiff's head. rest for a while before we proceed on with the job.
There is a coaching house. I'll show you. And sort of like gives a look towards Tobias and process himself. The sign of the father and the mother. Well, we shouldn't be far.
Good. It'd be nice to find a place to wait out this bit of rain.
I'm afraid the weather does not change here, Tobias.
But here specifically,
After a turn, the woods give way, and this enormous village appears. A lot of effort has been done to reclaim land from the marshes, creeping in with logs driven into the ground, circle around the base of the village. 2 dozen houses, few of stone, but most of them simply torn down and rebuilt. Different stages of being destroyed and rebuilt. Wood rots easily. Here we are.
Wonderful. I look back the way we came, try to catch a glimpse of the fallen cart.
Too far to be seen from there. At least a mile or so away from the village.
Very well, I fear we part ways now, my good sir Arthur.
Oh yeah, I must beg my leave for he shakes a small bag of coins. I need to go see if one of the farmer birds will get me and my cart out of there.
sound plan.
May you prosper.
He bows.
Be safe.
I stand on top of the hill, watch him. He go first.
He almost runs forward as fast as he can, and immediately starts talking to the first few people he can talk to. They go betwixt the houses.
Oh, look at Tobias, trying to gauge how tired his face looks.
Eyes squinting heavy, taking off the spectacles. You mentioned the father and mother pushing men through trial. No doubt this place, if the adder problem is true, hopefully they have an adderman or some hunter of these snakes. He might be the strongest man of this. Sorry, please.
I'm sure the snakes will be the least of our problems here.
You say that. But after you, we will seek our charge.
And raising a hand. Avoid talking of weird and arcane matters with the locals. They are not going to be as open-minded as the city folk.
I know we've only met recently, but you'll find that I am just as faithful, just as pious as any other man.
I tap my dog's head as I start walking. I'm sure you are. You still have your head.
Dog looks over at you, then at the town. Not happy with where it's going.
Let's get your dog out of the rain before he gets sick.
No, he's a strong boy. But yes. Let us hurry. We gotta talk to the suzerain first. Announce our presence. Press on walking. Nod to people along the way.
Follow.
Looking down and closing them. You are courageous enough to stand by the door to their squalorous homes. Curious. Most of the women with young in their arms. The center of the town, the market is already being disassembled, but people still congregate. One large beam goes up with another hooked to it. A place for hanging. They're preparing the hangman's noose.
Without stop walking, I cast a long look at the gal. They keep tradition. That is good.
Yes. If we're lucky, then then we'll find the reeve very shortly.
I chuckle. You are a humorous one.
Just an aquaphobe. Don't want to stay out here for too much longer.
Let us walk into the main building then.
Approaching the large stone building by square, a man is pushed out, held by two others, one holding each one of his arms, shouting in Scots, wrestling, trying to get off, but they slowly keep pushing him towards the gallows.
I sharpen my ears to his words, trying to understand what he's saying.
You bastards! You've got the wrong man. It is not I. He is hiding amongst you. You don't understand. Although people understand not his language.
I frown. I managed to catch only a single word. The way he's stuttering and slurring. I give way for him to be scalded.
There goes my theory. Let's head on then. I don't want to watch this man hang.
Oh, you have a finical, a weak stomach, Mr. Alchemage?
I'm just not a sadist.
I figured you'd see far more disgusting things in your laboratories.
It's not the sight that disgusts me. It's the sound of the man breaking.
Hmm.
Even if I can't understand his language.
Old
I
man
see.
is coming from the building where they took the Scotsman off. He
I
quickly eyes both of the newcomers to town. Gets closer. Tall, draped over cloak, long black hair.
I bow.
Such a shame, is it not?
What is the issue?
We believe that he has drowned one of the men that came over. And from the Lord or something like that.
Drowned. I produce from my clothes a piece of parchment with a red wax seal.
Ah, that's the same seal. Do you know more about this lawman? He barely made it into town. He slept one night and then he was found in the water.
I cast a trouble look at Tobias.
We are charged here with the locating of a reeve by the name of Albert.
Body is still. He nudges backwards with his head. Wish to know what he looked like.
I hand him the parchment. the suzerain of the land needs to get a hold of this. We would like to have a quick audience.
It will be easy to make a meeting with Sir Cochrane. But from what I've seen, he is indeed feeling all of his... He begins like almost crushing the paper under his hands. He's been failing all of his obligations, has he not? We should have this conversation aside.
Very well. I raise a finger. Hold the hanging for now, please. I would like to talk with the man before he's sent to meet his creator.
He, with a single look at the gallowsman, nod. They hold him there.
Let's go.
Good.
I gesture for my master.
Gestures for both of you to go first.
I walk in, dog behind me.
I walk tight-lipped.
So I walk inside, I remove my cloak, extend it to a nearby servant.
I'm sorry to say it, but you two do not seem like the Marquess.
Excuse me, can you repeat that? I'm
You two do not.
donkey.
You two do not seem to be men that would help the Marquess.
And who would?
Knights, men of law. And he casts a look down at both of you.
As I remove my cloak and hand to servant speaks up, I have this metallic chest plate. I ting. I'm double duty.
And what other duty would it be?
I am an Inquisitor. I'm here in the name of the church.
Takes a step back. I see.
I release and creak a number of valves off the backside of my shield. They hiss and decompress. As the sound of something hitting the meat of my arm is audible, and I release the shield from its binds on my arm and hold it in front of my feet. We are both men of law today.
I will tell you two are good men that could use a few down here. It saddens me that my hometown is seen as some home for devils. That they would send an Inquisitor when it was clearly a murder. But here we are. He points to the room. 2 millstones out of commission. Now a body laid on top of him, covered in drapes.
I point to the dog. I speak in Latin. Stay. Dog immediately sits down in a very trained position. How long have you found them? Has been since you found them?
Back is against the wall, across his arms. So that was 4 days ago then.
I approached
And he arrived on the night day. Yeah. So he had but the time to sleep and be found drowned. I believe that it must have been some sort of feud that existed beforehand. How can a man make another passionate about murder but a knight?
Feud. That man outside, the one that was being dragged away, who spoke some foreign tongue.
Oh, he's not the murderer.
Oh, right.
I'll hang him for the murder, but I know that it wasn't him. I don't want more of their kind of down. And besides, the sooner I can deliver a murderer to my people, the sooner they will rest well. I didn't know it was them.
Augustus, what was that language the man was speaking?
I believe it was Danish.
Do you know
Though mine
anything?
is a bit rusty. I can, if spoken properly and at the right pace, I can maintain communication.
I may be able to identify. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's see what we can find on this cadaver.
I just read the body, looking at you, Tobias. What
I
can
walk-
you make it?
I walk over, prop my shield, backside faced up against the millstone, exposing the interior, various apparatusi and tubes and needles, assorted along the back of the shield. I don't want any of God's will to be wasted on this man, unless I am being very accurate. My first instinct is to identify if he's ever spoke. You said Danish, correct?
I nod.
That I could identify to see if there was a feud, but like the gentleman just said, there was no such feud between him and the man outside, the one to be hung.
And you look back at the man on the back. Is the man who's going to be hanged? Well, why he's in our lands, in our kingdom?
A reoccurring problem that we've had. Girls from one side are seduced by men of this side, then the opposite is true as well. Young love, break free, you see. He was spotted in the barn with the girl of one of the serfs. Lucky that I could peg him to such a crime. I don't want him crossing the side anymore. Not that any of his cousins or brothers.
Yeah, the mother does provide, doesn't she?
Strange, however. This is the third recent drowning. And all of it has signs of struggle.
You did say.
Mm.
And the others are already buried?
Yes, sir, they are.
Where have they been found in the same body of water?
All around you. The reeve, he was just floating outside the village. Took a couple dozen people to see him to warn me. For the other tube, one of them was this much same way. It was a young girl. Then the other one was in a creek up high into the mountains towards where they raise bees or something like that. Yeah.
Fearing changing subject for but a minute, you said the lord of the land does not do his job. Why is that?
Oh no. I'm just here trying to pick up the shards of his incompetence, good sir. And I say this only because I'm a free man. In fact, I've not introduced myself, but I'm Albert. I am chosen by the other free men of the village. So you see, I'm the one village as well as I can be told. Our Lord, he has not even come to his lands. He just stays all day, holed up in his manor.
I change posture immediately. Look straight at Albert. When was the last time you have personally seen him?
He was young back then. A decade. Must have been
Young?
a decade, yes.
Instinctively, I rest my hand on top of my axe's head. It's the same story, same every single time.
Shaking my head. I have a couple ideas. I know of ways and matters to, again, affect the sound of this man, sounds that have affected him. Conducting an experiment on his inner ear, his eardrum, as well as, or his tongue, may be able to reveal information. I could potentially hear the last sounds of the man, which would probably just be running water, or perhaps the last things he's spoken, which might just be gurgling and drowning. I'd only be willing to do one or the other, though.
Oh, by the gods.
I-
You are
I-
biased, right?
I am.
Good. I see why you've traveled with an Inquisitor. That is quite dreadful. He has got pale at this point.
What's pale? What is dreadful?
It fears me to hear that a dead man can speak, good sir.
I raise a hand. Sir, Tobias is an honorary Inquisitor of sorts. He's been conscripted. Any sort of witchcraft or alchemical concoction he may come up with has been consented by the church.
No ill
I
will ever.
trust in you, good Sir Augustus, Sir Tobias.
I walk around the stone altar, giving space to Tobias.
Wait,
Standing behind.
but before you do so, can I, one of my men, put salt around the body? I don't want him to walk off, you see.
Of course.
I don't want more rumors. They already look down upon our town, Sir Augustus.
I nod. Standing behind Augustus, I look at Albert. Fear not, everything's under control, and I tap on my axe.
Right. Okay.
I gesture. Please do as you please. To Albert.
A
So,
drape covering the body, your white linen.
so part of this study, Augustus, what do you suggest? Do you suggest we go the route of me listening to his tongue, or the last things the man heard? I veer on the side of the ear, even if it is obfuscated by water. Yes?
Yes. Well, in my years as an Inquisitor, very rarely you scream the name of your murderer when you die, so...
That's true. I don't
You
know.
have my permission.
I don't know how far back it will reveal. It was up to the will of the father and mother at a certain point. But I will try. We'll go with the ear. And
I step back 3 times.
I pick up both hands, my shield, and lay it on his torso, the corpse's torso, and take a small knife from the back of the shield and cut around the ear, putting my spectacles back on. I stay hunched over very carefully, slowly.
The knife plunges in the man's flesh, close to the point of rotting already. Strange. his eyes pale, almost pure white already. Something fed on him. Roll.
Fed. There's something. This is no work of man, nor of civilized man. This man was assaulted by something inhuman.
I close my eyes, nodding very slowly to myself.
The rotten flesh is cleaned off, giving way to the inner ear. The spherical shape of the cochlea spiral. And the manner in which the bones move to generate sound. They begin shaking, as if afraid of what you will do.
I reach for the shield with my right arm and take a tube that stretches out from the base and shove it into one of the exposed tubing of my left arm. I flip a small metal switch next to the tube on the shield as black ichor begins to pump from the shield into my arm. Focused ever on the inner ear.
Suddenly, the very air begins to vibrate. Little particles of dust blowing all around the room. Albert gets crossing himself in the corner as the very moving of air starts generating sound, unfocused at first. But then you manage to focus it. And the sounds of water rushing through, sudden immersion and pulled out of the water, then back down and up, struggling, the sound of a hand grabbing metal, a blade pulled out, then dropped into the water. Then suddenly, this awful, demonic sound, a laughter animalistic, emanates across. It shakes the wooden shutters. That of a horse neighing, but in a slow, demonic, deep voice, and it turns to laughter. Then one last immersion. And the pieces of dust, the pieces of dust in the air, all fall back down.
I have a hand extended towards, best of all, my dog. My dog agitated but fixated on my hand as I motion wait.
I flip the switch, turning off the ichor. The father and mother were generous today. The blood of Negredo has made this very loud. I suppose there's no doubt now that this was inhuman.
I gesture to best of all sit down. Does so.
Albert is shaking in the corner, his thumbs in his mouth. Is this true?
The church very rarely sends an Inquisitor by mistake. This is but a confirmation.
We're all fortunate that you are here then.
Very fortunate. As soon as the black ichor stops and the tube is empty, I unlatch it and take my shield off from the cadaver.
I look at Albert. How far is the Lord's Manor from this exact spot?
It's a 4-hour walk. You won't get there till night. I recommend you sleep first.
Very well, very well. I swipe out again the hair off my face. We shall rest for the evening. I believe tomorrow morning we should see the Lord as soon as possible. And then we deal with the inhumane.
I will put forth the invitation for you to sleep at my home, which to.
Oh, blessed be you.
It is appreciated.
I hope you do not mind that my hound I stay with me the whole way, though.
Your hound isn't the concern.
Well, what is the. Sir.
I'm being self-conscious. I apologize.
Ah. No. If the Inquisitor has you.
Yes, he has me.
I am sorry, but I am a man of the land.
I understand.
This was my first time seeing something most unnatural.
No, and you're doing great. Again, that was me being self-conscious.
Academia folk, do not mind him.
I will try.
I try to give a warm smile at Albert. Very well. If we then I would very much enjoy being escorted to your abode, Sir Albert.
Very well. Follow me, please. Walks out. In the very square, he points to one of the larger houses, two-story, one of the only two-story buildings. That there is my residence, good sir.
Impressive.
You can sleep whenever you'd want. He looks up. The sun is still not setting. At dawn, I'll have one of my men take you to Lord Cochrane, if you wish.
I nod. As for the hanging, I believe no interrogation will be needed. You may proceed with the motions.
I will attend to that now, if you don't mind. Starts
Very
walking.
well.
Taking one last look back at the two of you. Continues.
Come on, best of all. I snap. My dog start following me.
I follow.
And as for you, Tobias, I don't have any reason to believe you could, but the inhumane screeching, have you ever read or heard anything similar to that?
I am not, tragically, as studious as you paint me to be. I know of the heathen gods quite well, and of the church, but most of my time is best spent ensuring that I can carry this lug of a apparata issuing towards my shield.
I'm making my way up the stone stairs up to the building.
Following. What I will do, though, tonight is provided a very subtle enchantment unto our sleeping quarters, amplifying any and all noise. In the event that this profane horse demon invades.
I stop mid of stairs, trying to look where the local house of prayer church is.
There is a small wooden church far off from the village, sitting on the base of one of the hills, away from all of the awful salt.
Make a mental note. Very well, Tobias. Any assistance you may need, please do so. Call.
I will. There's rest for tonight, though.
Continue walking on, being greeted by some servants.
The it finally snakes out of the marshes. All around are lit fires. People traveling different stages of this awful slop, mix of water, salt water, and dirt. And finished product here is one of them. Grabs a massive bag of salt, begins carrying it off. The church is approaching and approaching, and soon you are greeted with a large oak door.
I walk.
If you intend to go into the church, I will join you, but I have no immediate duties there. I would rather head back to the manse we were offered and rest.
Mm. I will visit the church on the morrow before we leave for the Lord. We need all our strength for both the equine problem and the more worldly problem, that being the Lord. Let us proceed inside the house.
Focusing inside the house. A rather well-built place. Family of this free man being rather wealthy. A woman with Chu Young behind her, peeking from behind her thigh, and she looks up. Oh, hello, good sirs. She has flowing blonde hair.
I nod, not setting a foot inside yet.
You have talked to my husband, have you not? I have heard the news.
Yes, Sir Albert.
Indeed.
We come from the capital to church business. Your master has graciously opened his door for us for the night. We shall not abuse of your hospitality.
You're so old-fashioned, Augustus.
I guess that my look of confusion.
My husband gave me no notice. All I can offer is bread and the room up at the attic.
Well, that shall suffice. Thank you very much. I point towards the large mastiff. The hound is very well trained. You don't need to worry. It stays with me. Any giblets, rests of vegetables or meat, I would be appreciative if I could feed my hound.
Have the remains of fish. She goes into the kitchen, the children following after her, and she comes back with a basket with mostly fish bones and skin.
Best of all is licking its lips, is drooling a bit. That shall suffice. Thank you very much.
My lady, if I may, do you or your husband have any pieces of chainmail lingering about?
Chainmail?
Yes, just chain link anything.
We have a chain. Yes, but we have a chain to hold our cart in one of the farms. That's all we have.
That won't do. Forget I asked.
I will.
I approach to pick up the ball of giblets or fish leftovers. Please proceed with your day as if we were not here. We do not wish to be nuisance. Upstairs, you said?
Indeed, she walks nervously past you, points up, looks at the dog, making sure it's not making its way towards him. Yes, follow those stairs up 2 times, and you'll be on the attic. It's clean. I cleaned it last spring.
And once again, a big smile. Thank you very much. Blessings of the Father and the Mother be upon you. Start making my way up.
She just bows graciously and goes back to her children.
Join upstairs. I think we'll be fine without my enchantment. This place is... I don't think the father nor the mother could dream of hurting this family. And besides, the demon seems to only be preying on one person at a given time.
I put down the bowl. I give an order in Latin to the dog start eating. Yes, one victim at a time. Drowning, all of them. My mind, I started looking as if looking at my thoughts materializing on the air. I really do wish we were back in the capital. There'd be more books for study.
I wouldn't rely on them. Something I discovered quite early is that there's no real use in trying to analyze the superstition from the true evil. But, in the words of men, somehow, there is more truth.
It's not human wisdom I seek, merely a story of who died, how they died, and how can we avoid dying the same way.
Walking ahead to our given room. You mean to talk of folk tales?
Yes, they are very useful. They've made their way throughout the generations for a reason. Not only to teach the kids to fear the dark.
Opening the door. I just mean that there's just so much of it. And putting your life on it, I couldn't imagine.
Oh, I have to agree with you, Master Alchemist. Putting your life on a folktale is stupid, very foolish. But any information is useful when you're an Inquisitor. You just have to, I make a gesture, sift through them.
Then I agree with you. I wish there were such books for you to study to prove that point.
I just make a forced smile.
After you.
Look around in the room. Very well. I open up the...
Reasonably clean. No dust covering the old pieces of furniture. Mostly old works of carpentry that no longer have any use. Broken chairs and different cushions of ripped cloth.
This is looks very comfortable. Simplistic, but comfortable.
Very.
I still with my axe on my side. I look at Tobias. Do you require any... I gesture towards the shield and your arm. Extra commodities to get ready?
No, not at all. By the Mother's grace, if I left home without my protection, I'd be quite dead. And I will lay my shield on a table in the room and dig through my pack for some caps, some metallic caps that I begin to place on top of the exposed tubing of my arm.
I find I look at the single bed in the room. Mr. Alchemist, you may have the bed.
Thank you. If you insist.
Start removing my breastplate.
I'm sure the kind hound will be a good padding for tonight.
Though best of all does sleep with me, I'll make use of the extra pillows and blankets to cushion my sleep. I need you in your full mental capacity for the mission up ahead. Make sure to sleep well, Master Tobias.
As long as the children don't have too much fun downstairs, I think I'll be fine. I'll begin to take off a few of my layers before getting into bed.
Doing the same. I adjust some blankets on the floor. I get one cushion. I lay down with holding my axe on top of my chest, hugging it tight. Soon after, best of all comes next to me, still licking its face.
Comfortable. I begin to drift off to sleep.
Very last of sunlight comes through the only window in the attic, casting the place in darkness. Soon rest comes.
In the morning, I'm waking up by best of all waking up before me. I quickly open my eyes, axe in my hand. First thing I do is look to my right, see the bed, if Tobias is still sleeping.
Still asleep. My arms crossed over my body. My left arm, tubing exposed, has filled with blood overnight. It is a crimson red.
I pet best of all's head as instead of standing up, I kneel and assume a praying position. After
on your back, sun coming up, a beautiful golden morning, clear skies.
Finishing my prayer, I stand up, instantly start dressing myself layer upon layer, ending up with my breastplate.
The sound of moving metal from the breastplate wakes me. I sigh. I stand up very delicately, moving my left arm as little as possible.
Tying the latches of my breastplate. I'm afraid you've leaked a bit, Master Alchemist.
That's what the caps are for, my friend, so that it doesn't stain what I'm in and nothing gets into me overnight. I looking to the nearest window. I look over to it and look outside.
Gallows were disassembled and market continues. Early morning market, people bringing fresh fish.
I look directly downward from what the window is above.
Directly down is the entrance to the building. The wife is caring for the for the children as they play all around, running all over the place.
Let me not just pour my blood on this poor woman. I'm going to slip out the back and deposit this. I'll be back to get dressed, okay?
Very well. I'll be waiting for you downstairs.
Thank you. If you want, bring me my clothing and my shield, and I'll get dressed in the downstairs.
Oh, you allow me to touch him?
I beg you to. We've got a lot of work to do.
Very well. Putting my axe on its little hook on my side. Grab the shield and the clothes. Best of all, start making my way downstairs.
I join.
All those loyally.
Going down the flight of stairs. Trying to see if I can find Albert.
The woman had heard. She is already at the kitchen as you make her way down. Oh, you've woken up early.
I quickly march past the woman. Pardon me, excuse me, I just need to deal with something.
She steps to the side.
Going past her and to the door behind the back door of the house.
Yes, we woke up early. Like I said, we're not going to abuse your hospitality. We have to attend some matters. We might return later on tonight, but please continue your day as if nothing happened.
Wait, before you go, can you tell me why the troop you are here? I asked my husband. He didn't want to talk about it.
We are here because of the drownings.
I thought as much.
And you will...
I knew one of the girls who was drowned.
Oh. What can you tell me about her?
We were friends when we were growing up. She's a good gal, but ever since she lost her, the man that was promised to marry her, she was looking for other men. Of course, she found that awful bard. I think that the woman that was drowned before liked him as well. That's what fears me most. Folk from out of here, most folk from out of here are never welcome. Just make a mess of the place.
I hurry from behind the house and rush behind to a nearby forest clearing, holding my left arm with my right, nearing a bush before uncapping the tubes and depositing the blood behind it.
I am very sorry for the loss of your friend, madam. So, yeah, what about the other woman? Did you know her?
The other woman? No, she wasn't drowned in town. She was drowned or to one of the farms. I don't remember which one. I don't know her, no. Same thing from what I heard. Signs of struggle on the wrists and face down on the river, like my friend.
You would do well to not walk alone near bodies of water. For now, I'm sure that when we leave this lovely village, things will be back to normal.
Right. Should I be afraid of the water?
Well, we should always be afraid of the water, but not like that. No,
Okay. I'll make sure that my children stay indoors.
Jogging back to the house, I mutter, "Rubito, be free," as I shake out my left arm before opening the door to the back of the kitchen.
A man carrying a lot of fish on a stick on his back. You run by the next. Hey, what's the hurry for?
Oh, we've got a job to do, my friend and I. You might have seen us. He was the heavily armored one. Big breastplate.
He sees you and like narrows his eyes. Oh, you're not from around here, are you?
No, no. But it's a lovely place you have, and we're acting as lawmen, trying to do the best by your people.
Ah, not a lovely place, sir. If I were free, and he spits on the ground, I'd be out of here by the night.
Well, we're ensuring that you be not so free, but also remain alive.
Oh, you're here to hunt them Scots from the north, eh? Give them hell.
Not quite, but you be well.
I'll be well.
Keep running.
Continues on.
Yes, you do well. Make sure to have their children not play too far from yours or someone you trust's sight.
She bows one last time and goes outside to find her children. She sees Tobias and gives him a wave before continuing.
Still holding the shield. Look at Tobias.
Thank you so much. We'll just put that down. I'll get undressed and we can get going. I appreciate your patience.
I rest the shield against the wall. Make sure it balances itself before letting go. I kneel down. Starts patting Best of All's face.
We begin to get my layers back on. Everything good with the woman, the wife?
Yes, she knew one of the drowned.
All
So
right.
far, 3 adults, as we know of. I stand back up. I clean the drool of my dog off in my cape, which is, well, good is too strong of a word to use in this situation. Was suspecting elves, but that sound did not sound like any that I've encountered in my past.
I do not know what to think myself. If it is an active hunter, I mean, I could become sensitive to the call now that we've all heard it. And again, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let us deal with our charge, see what information we can find, and work from there.
Where is Albert?
It's a good question.
Let us go outside. I believe he'll show us the way to the manor.
Mm-hmm. Lead the way.
Is amongst the stalls of trade. He is directing people, solving a dispute. 2 men fighting over the rights with their. One moment.
There he is. Making my way down the flight of stairs.
He spots the 2 of you. Oh, hey! He looks back to one of his aides. Just take them where I told you to take them. I'll have to solve this here. The 2 men nearly fighting one another with fisticuffs after building their stall where the other one should be.
I nod at him. Please, you are very much needed here. I look at the servants. His guards, so to speak. Please, we'd like to be there. In actuality, I raise a hand. If we could, for a single minute, point towards the church. I would like to have a very, very brief visit at the church.
The aide of Albert, just a young lad, 14 years of age or so. Oh, of course. We'll go there. Father there is very nice. You want to go to Cochrane's Manor, right?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Lord Cochrane.
Later.
Yeah. Let's go to the church.
Let's go.
So
What is your name, young lad? As I
I'm
want.
just James, sir.
Very well met.
Are you, so you two are from out of town? He asked, skipping along.
I nod. Yes, we are.
Never met
The
anyone from out
capital.
of town. Oh, the capital, that's crazy. Is it true that there are ships bigger than houses there?
Oh, yes. It's quite glorious, all of it.
When
I
I'm
nod.
of age, I want to go there.
Oh, you have a bright future ahead of you, James. I'm sure.
I sure hope so. After a quick walk, arrive at the church.
Oh, very well. Young lad, you can wait for us here outside. It'll be very, very quick. Okay? Is that all right?
Of course, he just sits by the entrance, begins perusing different sticks of different sizes.
Very well. Okay. I look at Tobias. Let us go inside, Tobias. I extend my hand to feel best of all behind me and open the church door.
Please. I'm looking forward to this.
There won't be any spectacle.
A small church. The light comes from the east side, going through the windows, different colors from the stained glass, bathing the few or so rows of pews. Too small for a village of the size.
I step inside. I kneel down. I cross the son of the mother and the father. Stand up. Looking for...
Suddenly, without shifting of air or any sound being made, a hand is on your shoulder.
I look to the figure.
Standing up, looking...
An overly elderly man. Very, very old, face sagging. Different stains on his skin. Ah, welcome. You two are from out of town. Even speaking is strenuous activity for this old of a man.
Oh, father. We come from the church. I point, gently touching my breastplate. I'm working for the Inquisition. I am Brother Augustus.
And I am Tobias.
The man of the cloth. The young Tobias. Yes. Oh, he focuses his eyes and sees the tubes coming out of your arm. He just nods. I see. I will welcome you alongside my flock in this place. Pray, for it is here that the father and mother will best listen to your wishes.
Of course.
He is a conscript for this singular mission, father. We will not take much of your time, but...
Mission? That's quite worrisome.
I'm afraid it is.
Go on such missions anymore.
Yeah, I'm afraid it is a little worrisome. Father, I do not wish to take much of your time. I would rather you focus on your sacred duty. You being uh, not only the spiritual leader of this village, but also probably the eldest amongst them. What can you tell me about my gesture, everything of Addermarsh?
There's so much to talk about. When I was sent here, I was the apprentice of the priest. Was so long ago. I am nearing my century of life, if you can believe it.
It's impressive.
It is, yes. I need an apprentice, but the church has not sent one yet. I'm afraid that I will pass on my cloak when it is already being worn by a skeleton.
That would be tragic. That would be truly tragic if a man with the vigor of the father himself would not be able to do it.
I would say, speak in such bombastic terms, young man. But,
A centuries.
what can I say? I've spent a life evangelizing this place, and it bore fruit, for in the past it was very, very different, you see. Now, most of the people come to church at the sanctioned time of prayer, instead of back in the day where the priest could barely hold communion over a small farmer's house and have it be filled. He shakes his head. I have done a life's work. It gives me much pride and joy in it.
And very much deserved, Father. I extend mine and the church's appreciation for your work. I'll make sure that when we return back to the capital, I will write a letter to the church to expedite your passage of mental to with an apprentice.
Of course. But he looks back and forth, making sure none of his flock are in attendance. Takes a few steps closer, frail and weak as an old man. A few things still worry me from service, though. Like I said, it is most men, not all men, as the Father had declared to humanity. And it still worries me. I have a very, very devout child who speaks to me and tells me of all the wrongdoings of their people. I know that a small group of them still go up to the old ruins up in the hills. Ruins from pagan time, you see. The Danes, they worshipped evil gods. They're still up there in their barrows.
That may be part of the reason why I'm curious to speak to. I don't know if this was your intention, Augustus, but you will have to forgive me. We have come here. I have come to you today, inquiring about what might be a demonic force corrupting this, albeit, well, from my perspective, quite nice place.
Be surprised, as much as it pains me to say.
The drownings, the will of the wings of Negrito have shown us or spoken to us and said that something to the effect of a demonic horse-like creature may be responsible for those recent drownings, if you're familiar.
It's like creatures. He stops to think. I know not of such a thing. From what I remember, these waters have always claimed lives. In the past, there used to be, uh, a stone, formation of stones that was built for the water god, or whatever pagan nonsense that lived here. When I convinced, in my adult years, when we convinced the village that no such thing exists and only the glory of the father and the mother exists, then we tore down the stones. And ever since then, the drownings had stopped, but now they have resumed.
Mm. There were drownings before. Huh. That's insane.
Sorry to trouble you, Father, but unfortunately, what Tobias has said is true. We have everything to. We fear that we are dealing with the inhumane, but I will not leave this place before this has been dealt with, extinguished.
Faith has kept it at bay, but it must be back. It was a bitter secret that we kept, where the stone formation was, but I can tell you where it is. If it has been tampered with, then you know that what you have in your hands is the vengeful water god.
Certainly. I'd imagine if there were any heathens hiding in those forests that they wisened up and moved it, but yeah, any directions you could provide us are excellent.
Oh, I doubt that they have the power to move the very water and earth from our feet. It is not just a normal place, it is where it's a nexus. It connects all of these different energies. It couldn't be moved. It is why we kept its story a secret. Its location a secret.
My eyes widen, I just look to Augustus, kind of.
I make I cast a look, like, hold your tongue. You did very well, Father. We'll make sure to search this place. We have to do some inner vase cleaning first.
Very good. You be on your way then.
We shall be back, Father. Hopefully later on today.
He takes a step closer, grabs your wrist, Augustus. Continue the work of your forefathers. The world will be at peace under the watchful eye of the father and the loving gaze of the mother.
I raise his hand and I kiss his hand on my wrist, and I kiss his cold, wrinkly hand. I will, Father. Bless be upon you, Father. Blessings be.
We sincerely appreciate your wisdom, Father.
I make my way outside, trying to look for the boy.
Follow.
I've found the perfect walking stick, putting his weight on it.
Young lad, we are good to go to the manor.
Ah, there you are. Are you done talking with a crazy old man?
It is not nice to call him that way.
He was certainly not crazy. In fact, I think he was exactly what Augustus was looking for.
My father told me that. If we want to talk to the father and mother, then we should go to the abbey where all the nuns are.
He shrugs.
The wisdom while the father and mother may be unified, their voices the voices are one, but the tone will be different. Most people, they will enjoy the soothing tones of the mother and eschew the harsh reality of the father. I would not eschew what your father might think is the ravings of this priest.
Looks at you wide-eyed and closes his mouth.
I gesture towards Tobias. He speaks truth. But I gesture. Please.
So, we're going to Cochrane's Manor, right? Yeah. I
Yes.
know of
Lord.
Lord Cochrane. Yes. Sorry.
Mm.
All of this. He just gestures to everything. Just so weird. My father's father was a serf. Now we're free. Cochrane is just in his house all the time, in his manor. Back in the day, my father said that knights were loved by everyone. And that the common folk would work for their lords because they knew a knight's shield protected them. And then now, just another cookie, not crazy old man up in his house. Times are changing.
Yeah.
Here in old.
Unfortunately, times are changing, but we make sure to keep what is right.
Yes.
You being a free man is not only a blessing, but a huge responsibility, young James. You will be judged by the Father for the strength of which He gives you to work. You being a free man or a free boy means you have a heavier burden to carry.
I won't inherit the farm, so one day when I'm older, I'll just take the road south and never come back. Maybe join the army.
Wherever you go, you must always make sure to protect the holy progeny, make it expand.
James takes the tube through these winding roads. Oh, here it is. This is the road to the old Cochrane Manor. The road is in disrepair, outgrown by tall trees, even branches on the way, which should be the most vital road between the Lord and his dominion.
I look at the boy. Just take the road, is that correct?
I'm going with you, Lord Albert. Sir Albert. He told me to.
Wonderful. Keep your eyes peeled for snakes.
Oh,
No,
that's
I-
a misconception, sir. We've trapped most of the snakes out here. Lord Cochrane, his father was known as the trapsman.
Oh.
Yes. They made so many snake traps that we ran out of wood. He used to raise mice, if you can believe it, to trap the snakes as bait.
Oh. Very resourceful. Good.
Yes.
Start stretching to the harsh terrain.
There was a time when the Cochranes were respected. Just walks through the old beaten dirt path.
I'll make sure to instill the remembrance of that with the Cochrane's current lord.
He'll get the respect his family deserves for perhaps weakening the town's, strength of character. If I lived in a town of snakes threatening my life every day, I'd probably be a bit tougher.
I raise a finger. See, lad, I may be casting some early judgment here, but this is something that I see often, again and again. Then the new generation comes in, they reap the blessings without having toiled for them. They grow soft and weak. Do not be like that.
Oh, I think that you may have just described Lord Cochrane. His father was respected, but he, for a time, he was well known as a warrior, but then just stayed in his manor for the rest of his life. Happened some time ago. A few years, maybe. I don't remember. When I was young, I could see him walking around in Thomas clothing. My father didn't like him because my grandfather had to fight to become a free man. I never saw him after that. It was strange.
I'm not looking forward to these predictions being true. But we will deal with the man.
Nodding, jumping over some logs, making sure Best of All is following me.
Best of All's eyes are strangely trapped in one place, through some underbrush, staring at the same location again and again. A few steps,
Halt!
then looks back.
They say loud enough. Halt! Everyone.
James stops on his tracks.
Shh. Pick up my axe. You said there should be no snakes, or rather, not an abundance of them. Is that right, lad?
Oh, it was last year when someone was attacked by a snake here. Maybe very few.
I point towards where my hound is looking. Best of All saw something in the underbrush.
Through the underbrush, back from this slightly elevated terrain where the Lord's Manor is built, at the water, stands a lone, large, black horse steed, just by the water, looking up.
Lad, behind me.
Can't be serious.
James just gets behind you. What would you see?
I'm not sure. I'm holding my axe, waiting for a movement.
The horse turns its head to a single eye, staring back, large, the strange shape of a horse's eye, staring.
I, speaking a cursed tongue, the tongue of demons. I speak as if I'm tasting dirt. Manifest yourself.
You're scaring the boy. Don't be paranoid, Augustus.
In a calm gallop, the horse follows along the shore.
An omen it may be, but the demon will have to wait.
I feet on the ground. An omen. I tap the lad's shoulder. It's fine, boy.
What was that? It just looked like a horse.
That's what it was. For now. It may be something
What do you-
else horrible, but there's no need to concern yourself with that right now.
It was a proper steed, though. Like a large, expensive.
It was very impressive.
Maybe
It may
one
have
of
been from a pasture or something.
maybe one of Cochrane's.
Sir Cochrane does maintain stable, good sir.
One could have escaped. Maybe it speaks of the careness, the care of his servants. I start walking.
Horse like that is bought not even with silver, but with gold. It's be worth a lot.
All number of theories, Augustus. Please, let's not. I don't want to flood my mind with that right now. We need to approach the man as a man, not as a profane, who knows what.
I know how to deal with his ilk. Worry not. Still holding my axe in my left hand. He trudge on more purposefully. Press on.
After a turn, the manor emerges from the thick foliage. It is built on elevated ground, away from the marshes, the best land, and yet the one least worked. Fields have grown to disrepair. The animals roam around in their fenced-off pastures.
Is your intent to threaten the man, weapon in hand?
I look at you with a thin smile. I am an Inquisition. This is expected.
All right.
Walking the state of this estate.
Wasn't this bad before? Few people come up here, but wow. The young man looks over at the manor proper. Even if the fields around it are badly kept, the manor itself is well maintained. Beautiful, a luxurious stone building from a different time.
Look at that.
The man's fallen.
I look at the boy. You can wait here, young James. We are not sure how long we'll take. I look at the sun. If we do not come in about an hour, you may return without us.
Okay. I'll stick around.
Mm-hmm. And if your father asks, say the talking is gonna be was long.
Okay. He climbs up on one of the posts and just sits, waiting.
Taking a few steps ahead, I turn to Augustus. I will warn you that while I can be I am effective enough in a fight, I would rather request that the mother and father aid in your lethality. If you find the hilt, the grip of your axe shaking, that is them, through my request. Do not fear it.
I nod. That is why I've contracted your services, my good alchemist. Turn.
I get out of the way.
The sound of the handle hitting the oak door emanates all around, and footsteps are heard on the other side. The planks creaking under the weight as a man comes over, opens the door, a single hazel eye staring back through the gap on the door, staring back at the you two. How may I help you, good sir?
With my free hand. I am brother Augustus of Thinwood. This is my companion, Tobias, we're here. We're here from the church. We'd like to speak with Lord Cochrane.
I am afraid Lord Cochrane is busy at the moment. He has not requested any pilgrims from the church.
This is about the reeve. Open up.
About the reeve, I do not understand what you mean.
The ewes.
Are you speaking of Lord Cochrane's duties to his liege lord?
That was the original purpose of the reeve.
We have not heard of any reeve.
I understand.
This is precisely why. I raise my hand. I am with the Inquisition, my good sir. Open the door.
The door is opened.
I bow.
You may come inside. Inside is a man. His clothes are respectful, wearing the colors of Lord Cochrane's banner that was flapping outside. I welcome you to Cochrane's abode. We were not expecting anyone to come, so we have nothing ready, no food, but I assume that is not why you're here.
We do not need food.
Your cooperation is more than enough. Much appreciated. I put my axe on its hook again to rest on my side. The hound stays with me. It is very well trained. Do not worry.
I must ask that is not the case. For the Lord will not want to be bothered by a dog, my good sir. We are allowing you inside in good faith, and we expect you to return that good faith.
Very well.
I shake my head.
Is the Lord afraid of canines? I gesture best of all. He sits up straight.
The Lord is afraid of most things nowadays.
Well then, I raise my shield a bit higher so that it is situated in front of me, blocking my left arm. We will not frighten him. My left arm.
Don't worry. If anything, we are here to make so fear dissipates from Addermarsh.
We're here to protect.
Very well. I gesture. Please guide us to Lord Cochrane.
Oh, of course. Come with me. The man goes upstairs. Fine windows looking over the estate and how much disrepair it is. Looking through the windows, for a moment, all of the animals in the pasture are staring straight into the manor, watching all of you. Then they suddenly return to what they were doing. A lot of pigs walking around the field before they were all watching. A lot of horses simply returning to their grazing fields. Here it is. This is the Lord's room.
Augustus, this place is thick with miasma.
Yeah. Yes, I've noticed. I look at the servant. Would you open the door?
Of course, my good sir. He opens the door, lets it in slowly. Lord Cochrane, we have visitors. An Inquisitor from the church, good sir. They require to immediately parley with you. A bald head, seen from behind, sitting towards a small fireplace, just a hand raised and lowered. You two may go inside.
Walk inside.
I follow, standing up straight, shield to Augustus's right.
I go to touch Best of All's heads behind me and soon realize he's not there. Lord Cochrane, it's a pleasure to meet you. Light bow.
Reddened eyes look up the face of a weak man. Half of him filled with pustules, the other half is covered in bandages. And bandaged and pustuled go around again and again. Ah, an Inquisitor comes to my home. Why is that? Why are you here?
We are not after your head, I chuckle.
No, why would you be? I find no humor in that. You wish to enter upon a man's home uninvited and joke about their death?
Well, we do have to take humor in life. There is too much sorrow, Lord. But let us not discuss philosophy. You're right. Let's go straight to the point. About 2 to 3 months ago, your lordship sent his reeve, but the reeve had an unfortunate end alongside some other drownings. Soon after, your lordship had visions and dreams of the reeve. Well, long story short, you have a problem with the Maleficent in Addermarsh.
Too many people say this. They have been saying this ever since my ancestors settled this land first.
They were dealt with for a time, were they not?
They're still dealt with. I mean, there is nothing to be dealt with. These marshes have been thoroughly cleaned, are now housed by fellow countrymen, and you come here to point your finger at them. I will have no such thing. I have not even heard of this reeve being sent. I believe he has never even made it over here. So I have no ties to this sad issue. Unfortunately, there is a much in the way of raids from hillmen that come from the mountains to the north down here. I believe that it must have been one of them.
I scratch my beard, swipe the hair off my face. Lord Cochrane, how long have you been the stewardship of Addermarsh, may I ask you?
I have been it since my 14 years of age. For 3 decades now. And why would a reeve be sent here anyway? I do not understand.
Well, you have your obligations to your lordship. Originally, the reeve was sent to see the matter of the tardiness, but the tardiness of your contributions to your country are now much lesser of an issue. We do have a problem with the supernatural in this beautiful land. Lord Cochrane.
Any aid I can give you, I will. But this problem is your own. As for my tardiness, what must I pay?
I believe the letter said 4 ewes.
Yes, it did.
I know you're not taking my animals, no. Here, I will have one of my men bring silver, and you will bring back 8 ewes to my liege lord. Either the silver or the ewes, up to you.
Continually laughing.
Both.
What seems to be the matter? Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry. It's very improper of me.
Very much.
We shall deal with your contribution later on. Lord Cochrane, I pull a chair and I make myself comfortable, sit in front of him. Yes, it is my problem, the demon problem, but it is also your problem. You are the stewardship of this this village, and though I will take care of the spiritual problem, you are in charge of everything else.
I straighten up and join Augustus, keeping that straight guard posture.
Your seat is deserved by blood, and I will draw blood to maintain that order. For it is the Father's will that things be done in order, passed from father to son. And I raise a finger. But
You will find that most of the men out there want to rule themselves, and so let it be. Look at look at the fruits of what they had done. Now men are coming because of the tardiness of this drowned man. That is the future that they want. As it is the king's law that men have rights, I cannot force them. I cannot improve upon them. They walk the road that they chose.
very much like you had to listen to your father when you were a boy, they have to listen to you. You are their father. Not spiritually, but for worldly matters, Lord Cochrane. I stand up. And it is your duty to be a father to them. Or if not, you'll be struck down. And I point to the ceiling. You'll be struck down by the Father. We do expect you to keep to teach them and to punish them as necessary.
I am close to calling all the serfs back here. That village is nothing can be saved from it. It is a den of lies and snakes. Its name suits it. It is a shame that my ancestors trapped the wrong snakes.
I look at Tobias.
I lick my lips, just shaking my head. He said his piece.
Take your silver and be off. If you kill any demons, and I'll pay more silver.
We are no mercenaries. You only need to pay what is due to your lordship. Lord Cochrane, we will deal with the supernatural matter, but I will be back to talk with you after the deed is done. I have to report everything I do.
I understand.
And may I be blunt? What sort of illness has fallen upon you?
This awful thing began as a rash. Pustules grew. I don't know. And I don't have an heir. I've prepared myself my whole life, studying war, studying homesteading, all in an effort to aid these ungrateful people. And then now I am struck with disease. Not my study will save me. And in skipping over the maintaining of a household, I have no heir either. No fruit will be born. This is a doomed place.
It's unfortunate that men don't listen to you like your beasts do, isn't it?
Indeed. I could have them march as I wish. If pigs could wield halberds, I could have conquered England.
Among your animals, I've seen a lot of pigs. We caught sight of a very, but I couldn't tell if it was a male or female, but a very beautiful black horse out by the water.
Ah, yes, my finest steed.
Do you have any beasts of the hunt? Dogs, and cats?
There is no point. They're not intelligent like pigs. They're not independent like horses. My father used to have a kennel to hunt the foxes that would proliferate all around, and I saw no use in continuing it. Sold the hounds. Why? Hounds, I don't understand the point. They follow man loyally, and they are like the shadow of men. Nothing that man can't do, the hound will aid in. But horses, they can eat grass and grow enormous. Pigs, they are beauty.
I was simply curious. They're employed quite frequently within the Inquisition due to them being naturally faster than men.
Very well, Lord Cochrane.
Do not wish to see Inquisition's hounds around here no longer.
I'll leave you to attend to your matters and your stewardship. Oh, we'll take our leave.
Thank you.
Start walking towards the door. Ding, ding, ding. And open the door.
Well,
At the door, the singular aide of Sir Cochrane is listening in, coming out. He looks at both of you. We don't have silver. I don't know what he's talking about.
Just pay the 4 ewes. It doesn't need to be 8. We don't want overcompensation. We just want rather your lordship and the father above just demands obedience. The 4 ewes will do.
My lord will personally stab me if I try to take one of his ewes.
And I open the door behind me. Lord Cochrane, we are taking
What is the matter?
We are taking the 4 ewes as you've graciously, actually you've offered us 8. We don't need overcompensation. 4 will do. Thank you very much.
Yes, you will take the silver and pay for them. Have you wax in your ears?
I flung the door open and I stepped back so he and his servant can have a direct line of sight.
Tell them to take the paintings, the bed. They will take anything they want as form of payment. This is a rich manor, and I will not have men come and kidnap those that I hold dear.
I pinch the bridge of my nose. I flung my cape, touching the handle of my axe, and I walk up in front of the table, slam my hand on the table. Lord Cochrane, we'll take the 4 ewes as it was payment.
I stand.
Point my finger at his face.
I stand in the door, facing the outside, kind of.
And by the Father, if you do not cooperate and stand up as the man of this village, not fulfill your stewardship, I will eliminate the evil from the root. Do I make myself clear? Or do you expect the father and the mother will continue to bless you with, I point towards the window, with cattle of all sorts, while you sit here and engorge yourself in the work of your forefathers, of which you have not worked for? Do you expect he'll let the good people of Addermarsh suffer while you enjoy a beautiful manor.
Through the window, the whole of the stables, dozens of pigs, a handful of horses, all staring straight into the room.
I bar the door between the servant and his master.
Get out of my manor. I will not have a man come here and point his finger at me as he talks.
Man,
Tries to get up, but physically can't stand. A pustule of his bursts.
You listen to the Inquisitor, or else he will speak more audibly with the voice of the Father. If you do not understand...
And what will the Inquisitor do? Murder a moribund man upon his home? Another pustule bursts. Foul, blackened liquid spilling everywhere. As he keeps trying to get up, but can't. His assistant comes and tries to keep him on the chair instead of helping him up. But believe me, if you make it so, I will come out of here, and I will throw you out of my manor if I need to.
You're in no position to do such a thing.
I point my finger once again. Now I'm shaking. My face is red like my cape. Lord Cochrane. Do not strain your body. We are taking the use as it was demanded by your lordship. We're gonna kill the demon. After the demon is dead, I'm coming back here. I'm gonna have another talk with you. I'm not talking as Brother Augustus. I'm talking as a direct hand of the Father.
Unable to get up, he breaks and just begins laughing, cackling, maniacally. You think you will take one of the animals, you do, huh? I'd like to see you try.
Augustus, you have already incurred the wrath of something beyond this sick fool. There is no alternative at this point.
Sudden sound of breaking wood as bodies begin hitting the side of the manor, shattering through the wooden walls. And I think we will end it there.
Good. Dang, man. Was ready.
We're not live. It's not live on YouTube. Yeah.
It is. It is live.
No, it's not.
You got a link, homie?
Yeah. It's here. It's counting. They're live 2 hours and 7.
It does say
Give me a link.
Yeah, the top right. What link does it give you? Because we're technically in Shadow Wizard Money Game 2 right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. I got the wrong link.
Yeah, the top left. We're in Shadow Wizard Money Game 2.
No.
So did this not stream?
If it recorded,
it is a stream, but
okay.
It's in a different link, not the one I shared. This is like the wrong. It's the wrong room.
We can edit that. That's fine.
I was going to type it. I was going to type it. It was the whole church incident.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at I was trying to find the link. I couldn't find the link. And then you guys were talking about the church, and I thought that Nicholas wanted to go to the church because you were like,
Yeah.
That was a genuine mistake.
Yeah, there was a bit of, I caught that, yeah.
But it's not lost.
Yeah.
We're still live, by the way. It's just I had this link open because we were gonna play the Shadow Wizard Money game, right? So I think I clicked on the wrong link. That's why I said, I was waiting for you guys. I was on the right link. I think I sent you the wrong one, but I was waiting on the right one, and I did not realize it.
No, that's cool. As long as it got recorded, because I
realized like nobody was watching live. Oh, well, I guess people are tired. Like that happens.
Dude,
so that's,
I'm happy that it at least recorded. Because I love Tobias is such an interesting character.
I got when Uriah posted, I noticed it around 11. I was like, dude, I had so much fun with the magic and the corpse. If that didn't get recorded, dude.
That was a really cool.
You did an amazing job.
And Augusta said such a fire line at the start. It's like, I don't want you to get your cloak dirty, Father. It's like, oh no, don't worry. When I'm done, my cloak will be dirty, right? That was such a fire line when you said it. It was really cool.
I'm
wow,
trying to get
I've really
the right link.
I've really enjoyed like this grimy universe. I really
Mhm.
like this so far.
So you ended the spot in like such a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
What?
It would get.
it's a, I
Oh,
wanted to go,
this
but
is
my food just got here,
invisible.
so
No, I think
It's
that
private.
was a pretty sick
It's,
way to call
Good
it
ending.
there, because it was with that bit of him threatening him, and it's just like, no, homie, you yourself, Augustus, you fucking dug our shit in here. Now we're stuck. Like, you are not. Why am I?
things were like building and building, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my guy roll for like I'm not sure if he will control his anger, and I roll like I got a 5 in my he's blowing up. You know.
Yeah, it is a weird situation because it's difficult to be like overly aggressive towards someone who's like really sick, right?
Mhm.
You don't even want to swing at him because you'll just get sick yourself.
Yeah. Also, I mean,
I wanted to call you
I
out
think-
for
I think
but
that-
you were like, you're already in it. I'm like,
yeah.
all right, let him. You'll all gross.
yeah, but interesting. It was also cool because both characters they know of the occult, so like something happens, it's like yeah, like the animal thing, like yeah, we both
Yeah.
that is weird. Like we know something is afoot.
Yeah, we're
just-
speaking the same language with a different dialect. We're not even on. I like that we're not on opposite sides. Like I'm still playing a pious
Mhm.
character. You know, like I'm not all like witchy. So I'm glad that we ended up
Mhm.
taking that route.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the dynamic between the two characters. The way, yeah, like you said, they're not like against one another,
Mhm.
but they have their own different ways, and you
Yep.
can very easily see this in how the different characters play their role. That was really interesting.
Mhm.
I really love the way that Augustus is like the father, like the almost like the Orthodox Church, like taking care of the people, right?
Mhm.
And Tobias is a really cool character. I love the
Yeah.
like out of time like laughing and stuff like that,
Mhm.
because he really shows a more it's sort of like you know how geniuses are like a bit kooky, like
Yeah,
Einstein
yeah.
was like difficult to
I
deal
was
with.
about to say,
Like-
you know, hey, we didn't have autism back in the day. Like, you had some...
And
Yeah, alchemists.
Mozart was like a genius, but he would do very like weird nonsense. Like he would often just like dress himself as a cat and like go around pretending to be a cat, because like geniuses also have that like weird cookie side, and that's what makes me
Yeah.
think of Tobias. He's like a bit improper because he's just spent his whole life trying to be proper, like to study and things like that, right?
Mhm.
Is a really interesting character.
Eccentricity, like, will sleep out,
Eccentric,
even
yeah.
if it doesn't.
Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of like interesting things that you said as Augustus, and like when we were talking to the kid, like it had something to do with like the times changing, and
Mhm.
like I don't, you can't see it, but I really wanted to bring up like it's probably kind of the fucking alchemists, fault. You know what I mean? Like the lenience towards them, So it's like, but yeah, I had a lot of good vibes throughout all that. It was really cool.
Yeah, Tudor England is an interesting time period as well. Like, this guy, he's used to like peasants, but now people want to be free men, and there's like now the king said that humans have rights as well, which is super weird. What do you mean I can't do what I want with my peasants? They're my peasants.
That reminds me, Nicholas, did you mean to call the wife this fucking...
Yes.
Okay, I'm just
Master,
making sure.
wasn't it?
I'm just making sure.
The master. It was just like, what is like a old-timey expression for a wife, or like a husband? Like, he's your master,
Would that have been like... would what you have said be appropriate?
In my head, it was. In my head, it was not, maybe like old, but not necessarily...
Okay,
not
so
diminishing her in any way, just impose him as the father, as the head of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She didn't call you out, but she did call him her husband right afterwards.
Yes.
Like, oh,
yeah, I realized.
That was really cool, right?
I'm just making sure. My call out of "you're so traditional" wasn't out of left turn.
And that was perfect, yeah.
Okay.
And it's really interesting just the way that the like there's this like shift in like political thought as well, you could say, right? Where Augustus is like more old timey, and that's Tobias also more recent, right?
Yeah.
It was really interesting as well.
More than like
I really screwed up when it came to the church because I was all tabbing, like looking at the videos, see,
Yes.
oh, is it live?
Mhm.
But also because Nicholas said, oh, I continue, right? And he said, I think he said that I'm looking towards the church, and then he said I'm continuing. So I was like, oh, are you continuing to the church? I was a bit confused there.
Okay. Yeah,
Maybe instead of,
I
like,
realized that it
describing-
was ambiguous.
We
Because
caught
in my
it.
head, I'm climbing the stairs, I stop, I look. Okay, mental note,
Yes.
I continue. Then I continue walking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
okay.
caught it.
I think
We
I
caught
got
it.
completely lost there. Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
We
but it was
caught it.
before you were at the stairs, though. I think it was you were going to the house and you look at
Yes.
the church, which is why I thought you were going. towards the-
Maybe I expressed myself badly because in my
No,
head
I caught it.
space, I was
when
mid.
when you moved us, Conway, I caught it and I was like, hold up, you can go in, but I'm heading to the house. So we quickly U-turned it. So we
Yeah.
It's good that the players were
That
there. 'Cause
comment
we made a
saved
very
that.
clear mistake, right?
so
That comment
uh,
saved it.
But besides that, what do you think of how the system was used for the session? Because we didn't get to
No,
comment.
we did.
but
We,
had
yeah.
a few
The thing
roles.
with the thing with mysteries is that first session, I feel like that's how it goes. It's mostly establishing what's going on, who's going on. So we did interact like a little bit with it, but I guess we'll see next session. We get more into the nitty gritty of the mechanics.
Probably
I
how
did
it-
give myself like three mental wounds. I got like irritated 3. Every time I got, I was giving myself irritated.
That's so cool because of the guy you were dealing with, right?
Yeah, and
That's really cool.
I did not have like a mental breakdown. Like I did not got 8 irritated, so to speak. But I did roll to see if he can just control himself. If I were to get to 8, I think I would end up like cutting the guy's head as August. Like, the idea is that when you reach like all your mental wounds,
Past your mind,
the character will do what is the quickest solution to what is scaring or bothering him. So if I'm a scared guy, I'm gonna just flee.
Mhm.
So if I'm super irritated, what's the quickest way to deal with my irritation is to kill it. So like you do the ultimate like action of hot-blooded decision.
I think killing him would be the most appropriate. If you're just irritated by something, you might stalk him. But like this sick fucking weirdo, it's like, okay, now you're.
Okay, so
I'm an Inquisitor, homie.
we talk about the system. What do you guys think of the game so far? The investigation aspect of it.
I think it was awesome.
I loved it.
I was soaked in. I had this one moment where I was thinking like, does Augustus know what a kelpie is? You know, and I think not. I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows, like, because he is like from the capital, so he knows of the local like creatures, and I don't think he's ever heard of a kelpie. But that's like meta knowledge, you know.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why I meant, man. If you had like a library, you know, like.
It's cool to roleplay a character that doesn't know. It's still interesting to watch it.
Yeah,
and I mean, I think I felt that when I had the horse show up, because I realized now that wait, a normal person seeing a horse in the field would not realize that it's out of place, which is why I use the child to talk. It's like, oh, you know, a horse is like seeing a Ferrari, like on the field, because it's like the most expensive thing that you can have, right?
Yeah, I love that whole interaction, the whole like it being an omen. And it's like, we heard the horse demon. We know that there's something wrong, but keep it in your pants, Augustus. We gotta work. Relax.
Yeah. I was like, because I got like 3 languages, and the lingua maledicta was on. I'm like, I'm gonna see if this thing will like answer back.
Just calmly walks away.
Yeah. But it was cool. The whole like manner thing, the setup, I think was very. I don't know if the pacing or timing, which word is the appropriate one, but it built up. It was like a crescendo. If this were a movie, it would start out with like, like droning, and like as we're getting closer to the Lord, like this ambient noise. It felt like that in a way to me.
Yeah, it was inevitable.
I love the scene of like you guys going up the stairs, like all of the animals are watching because it's fucking creepy.
It is. Like, and you want to be like,
That was really fun.
Yeah.
And when the Lord, like under his breath, said, "Oh, you're not taking my animals," and Tobias began laughing. That was such an awesome moment. Right?
Yeah.
It was really cool
Uh,
because you guys were realizing
Yeah,
something.
it was the
wrong
Eureka,
going on,
like,
you know?
son of a bitch.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, it was. But yeah, again, like the way you like, I was saying impersonated Tobias is very like your characterization of him was. I could see Tobias, through you. You did an awesome job with.
I got my prop.
It was really cool.
My prop.
Yeah.
I have mirror shades, but I didn't want to like do mirror shades the whole time. So I could see the room.
Yeah. I loved how magic felt because magic felt weird. Like we only saw one magic scene, but it was like very memorable. It's like, oh, this is such a weird like.
That was very
magic
cool.
moment, you know? Yeah.
I think the way you two like because you took ahead to describe the manifestation itself, but the way you described your guy like doing the thing, yeah. I also thought it was very cool. You wake up in the morning like, okay, gotta go leak.
Gotta.
Yeah.
I was a little afraid in the moment, like, is this like a fucking piss metaphor, man? I don't feel comfortable doing this anymore.
Yeah.
But I
thought it was cool because I think that's the idea I had for like what alchemages are.
It's not great.
It is
it's
a hassle.
Cool. Yeah.
Exactly. So it was awesome. Yeah, great job on the NPCs too. Have nothing to.
Mm-hmm.
We will have to wait 2 weeks. Well, one. Yeah,
Oh no,
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, gonna do comment.
The last comment session.
Gonna end that comment next session.
Mm-hmm.
So let's real quick. Let's just set straight here. So that would be the 19th.
Works for me.
18th, unless we're doing Sunday.
At the same time or 30 minutes earlier?
Oh, sorry, because it's already Sunday for me.
Yeah.
Whereas yeah, the 18th. The 18th. Yeah, same time. Awesome. I'm sorry for the link. Like I said, it's private right now. I cannot edit because it's live. But I'll change it. I'll change the description and gonna post it there after I messed up.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything that you guys would any criticism that you would have? Because I do have a history of like talking too much as a GM.
Oh, none about that. I thought we were not going with like England as the name, but we ended up going. So like, all right, it's fine. It's England and it's Scotland, but that's like whatever.
No, I love that. I'm still getting into the pacing of playing, and just 4D in general. So I'm still learning myself. But no, I loved it. Yeah, I didn't feel anything wrong with the shared space.
Yeah, no, I think you did an awesome job, and you too, Conway. I have nothing to say.
And the pacing,
it was.
It was slow, right?
Yeah, hit 1 hour mark, and I was thinking, this feels like a game I'm running because I usually let things like marinate a lot,
Oh yeah. So the 40K game I ran for us had like movie style pacing, and I told you guys like before, right? For this one, I wanted more like a series style pacing, or like a bit slower,
yes.
so like build up.
So
like I said, like the build up manner was cool.
I'm 100% fine with it, especially because I feel like session 1 is when you are dressing the skin proper for the first time, of your character. So it's still like kind of adjusting, like seeing where it fits, like do some on the flight adjustments. So I'm fine with it. For some, I had an idea of Augustus, but playing him and interacting with Tobias, okay, I can see Augustus more clearly now. Yeah. So I think it's fine. And like I said, it's a mystery, so we had to establish. I think we established. This one session was like, I mean, of course, there's more that we don't know, but all the set pieces or the major ones are scattered on the table. I feel like it was appropriate,
Yeah, on top of that too, we had to there was a bit of like learning the characters too, like not like you learning your own character, although I had a bit of that because before your art, I actually, when in session 0, I was actually thinking the character being a lot older, but then we shifted a bit there. But no, there was a lot of like the characters learning each other as well, and I really enjoyed that. That was the first time that I got to participate in a game like that. like warning you about the magic, like what it's gonna feel like, kind of thing. That was a lot of
Yeah, that was cool. That was a cool moment. Like, yeah.
Or like clarifying, like, okay, this is not what we do with the Inquisition. This is not what we do with the alchemists. That was a lot of that stuff.
And I
too.
loved how you like self-policed yourself. So you had to choose the ear or the mouth.
Oh yeah.
That was so cool. Because that's not in the rules. I think that was like you role-playing a character that knows that magic is fickle. Like you can't just keep using magic to hear everything about this man's body.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool.
The way I thought was, even if I think it's just a matter of probability, right? The more you try, the more chances to do something wrong. So like playing it safe, I think it felt very appropriate.
On that scene, I was a bit confused because I think Dom said something, saying, "Oh yeah, there's still a blanket over the guy, like a tarp over him." Because you never like described yourself like lifting the tarp over him. Because I wanted to describe just the normal body.
I don't think I mentioned a tarp. If I did, I don't recall. But
I thought it was just like a cloth covering his genitals. That's what I.
Oh, okay. I can. Maybe I was not.
No, I think you described correctly, but I like zone off into my own mental image and ignore what you said. I think that was.
Was there a described cloth that I glossed over?
There was cloth. I remember.
Oh yeah, I said he's covered in cloth. Yeah. But I wanted to describe just the normal body, like the regardless. It was a great scene.
I thought it was cool how you used real anatomy. You described like a very specific name for the hearing snail thing. I don't remember.
Yeah, the cochleas. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was very much like I wasn't doing that shit. That was like a
nail in your ear.
You did use the name, but then you said like you mentioned the shape.
Swirl. Yeah.
I thought, oh, that's cool. Like even if you don't know you're still like aiding the player and the listener, I guess. So it was very dope. Yeah. Man, I messed up with the link. Oh no, I'm still modding over it a bit.
What I like about the snail thing is that it just looks like magical. Like I'm gonna post a meme in.
It does. If you look like it looks like something an alchemist. You see an alchemist book,
yeah,
it's like a mimetic for something. Yeah.
Because imagine like you're the medieval peasant, you have no idea how a human body works, and then you cut through a man's ear. It's like there's a snail, and so like, oh my god,
yeah.
Like, how arcane are our body? Like this is why people don't understand like the difference between like magic and the real world.
Oh yeah.
There's no way in a fantasy setting that someone doesn't think that this is like.
There's
magic.
no difference. Yeah, it might as well be right. But it might as well be for the person. Like you can hear sounds. How does that work? I'm sure philosophers back in the day went crazy over this kind of stuff. So I mean, they still do.
Exactly. Fun session. It's great. I'm talking to y'all.
Yeah,
it's awesome time.
And I think I'll be ending here then. We'll see if people watch the whole thing and leave a comment later. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody.
Good night.
Ending stream now.